Hey y'all. Hey Facebook. It's been a while. It's me. Hey, it's Antoinette. Hey y'all. Beautiful Sunday. It's sunny. I mean real sunny out here. But the wind is blowing. It's beautiful. Hope this video finds you well. It's in your element, you guys. Have you ever wondered why you can't seem to get comfortable, get happy, get fulfilled? You know, that it feeling that everyone wants to feel like, oh yes, this is it. I'm right where I need to be. Have you ever wondered why you can't feel that? It may be because you're outside of your element. I want you to think about a fish. I used to go fishing with my parents, with my grandmother, and when that fish would hit the pavement or the dirt, the fish would begin to flap, jump uncontrollably. And before long, that fish would die. That's because the fish was outside of its element. Could this be the reason why some people are walking around lifeless, walking around in anger, confusion, can't seem to get comfortable because they're outside of their element? And I want to let you know today that it's okay to get in your element, because depending on how you were raised, you may be living a life that's conducive to what your family expects of you. Like if you come from a line of preachers, you might be expected to preach. If you come from a line of attorneys, if your people went to a particular college, you are expected to follow in those same footsteps and to do what your family did. You know, you got to measure up. But God created everyone to have their own path. Just because all of your sisters got married, it doesn't mean that you're going to get married. Just because all of your frat brothers are entrepreneurs, it doesn't mean that that's your path. It's okay to get in your element. If you want to go and start a yoga group on the side of the beach where you meet up a couple times a month, that's what you do. We are more powerful when we get in our element. And it's time to stop being embarrassed, ashamed, and uncomfortable with getting in the element that is for you. Because just like that fish, when it's pulled out of the water and it's flapping on that pavement, a lot of people find themselves in that same circumstance. You may not be flapping around, but when you're walking around, you might be resentful, bitter, because of the number of years that you've spent doing something that you really don't want to do, but because you don't want to be a disappointment to your family, you don't want to be a disappointment to your colleagues. Well, you went to school for pharmacy, but now you want to go wrestle. You went to school to be a realtor, but now you want to go manage a child care. That may be well within your element. And you have to get comfortable and learn how to stand up for yourself, learn how to speak up for who you are. Because my brothers and sisters, we only get one shot. One shot at life. One shot at leaving this world in a better place than it was when we got here. One shot to love with all your might. One shot to be a good friend, a good parent, a good sibling. You get one shot. And, you know, November, December, people are talking about resolutions, vision board parties and all of this. But how many people are willing to continue in their element? Have you ever wondered why you might feel like the family screw up? Have you ever wondered why You seem like you can't get it right. Whenever you try to make these steps, you always mess up. It could be because you're outside of your element. When you get in an area that's comfortable for you, an area that's natural for you, more times than not, you're going to be hitting it just like that. Every time you do it, you're going to knock it out of the park. Every time you do what you love to do, what you're passionate about, you're going to knock it out of the park. You might have some days where you might not be at 100%, but nevertheless, you will continue to knock it out of the park because you are in your element. But when you get stuck in a life that others want you to live, when you're trying to keep up with the trend, when you're trying to do what everybody else is doing because it seems like that's what a popularity and money is, you're going to find yourself like a fish on the pavement flapping until you can't flap anymore. Find your element, my brothers and sisters. Get in it and be whole. Until next time, you guys can check me out on YouTube. I know it's been a while, but all of the social media gets to be overwhelming for me. It's just too much. So I'm full throttle on YouTube. So if you enjoy the content with me, come over there with me and check me out. And until next time, I hope this message finds you well. Have a great week. Jump in your element. Don't waste any more time. Go do exactly what God created you to do. Go be exactly who you are. No more faking it until you make it. Go be who you're supposed to be. If that's at Church's Chicken, be who you're supposed to be. If that's at the boxing studio, go be who you're supposed to be. If you're a leasing manager, whatever it is, get in your element so that you can shine. You can't shine when you're outside of your element. You're going to stick out like red wine on white carpet. Get in your element. This has been Antoinette. Until next time, you take care, and I'll see you in the next video. All right.